Hey everyone, welcome to Nixie 2 Clock Episode 1. My name is Adam, and I'm your host. And today I'm going to go over my new project I'm going to work on. If you're all familiar, I've been working on crypto-technical analysis for, it's been probably almost a year. And I'm going to take a little break on that. We'll jump back on it, but actually I'll show some stuff that for that lately. Let's see, correction loaded. Is it on this one? Nope, I'll just go to this one. I released a version a couple days ago, and it's actually really stable. There's 0 crashes since I've installed it, so that's actually pretty, or since I released it, crashes. And if we go to the last 2 versions, there's only been like 1 crash. There were 0 crashes. There was just a few tweaks I had, so that's super exciting. So I'm just gonna let that ride out and see how it goes. Keep monitoring the progress of it. Let's see if there's how many installs we had yesterday. Might be till too early. We had 7 installs on Thursday, 4 on Friday. I'm not sure how many we had yesterday, but it's going in the right direction. And well, what I'm going to do now is flip over to my new project, and it's Nixie 2 Clock. Let me turn off full screen. The Nixie 2 Clock, and oh, actually, I probably do need to have full screen on. And what is that? Nixie 2 Clock. So it's something I've been looking into doing for quite a while. And so these are Nixie tubes, and I have one. Let's see if I can show you. I have one right here. You can probably see. I don't know. See, like that. So this is a Nixie tube, and I have a bunch of them. I think 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 of them. So it's not this exact kind, the IN12. It's actually an IN14. This one. And yeah, so I want to build a clock out of it. Let's see if they have kind of like something like that. So these things were built in like the 70s. I don't think they really make them anymore, and it just kind of vintage look and pretty cool. So going back to why I want to do this, and really, so we're getting close to December. I usually take like 2 weeks off in December. I have 2 weeks left of 2 days left of this week, and I'm going to be off for 2 weeks. And so I always trying to come up with some project to work on. And this break, I'm going to do the Nixie 2 Clock, so I'm just kind of getting set up and started here. And so I did some research a while back and found I could build my own, let's see, the electronics or the circuitry to control these Nixie tubes, but I found this really cool controller board right here, and it can do the IM12 and IM14. And so I have 2 of them right here, and what's nice about this is you can control them using an Arduino. I think mainly they were used to be controlled through Arduino, but I'm going to be using a Raspberry Pi, so I can connect to the internet and get the time, so I can display the time. Another thing is you need a power supply, and the reason why you need that is because these bad boys run on 120 volts, and yeah, so I did get the same exact one. I don't have it with me right now, but what I want to do today is go over kind of like the planning and of all the things I want to do, and I'll do this on my Nixie tube clock to-do file. So, first thing is, I have an extra Raspberry Pi. It's an old version. I don't think I need to have a newer version. I just need to be able to connect to the internet, and that's pretty much it. So, what we want to do is set up Raspberry Pi to be running, which I think that's pretty simple, and then somehow connect the Pi to our Nixie EXIXE module, and then control the LED on the EXIXE. What's really cool is there's these Nixie tubes. They have an LED, RGB LED, so they can change different colors. And see RGB black backlit. And so we're going to try to connect to that and see if we can control it. I think I forgot my... breadboard. So on my breadboard, I have this Nixie tube. Although I don't think this could really work on this, because I need to power up, get on the power. Yes, doesn't really, this won't work. I need to get another one. 2 boards. That's okay for now, I think. Or actually, maybe not.
Yeah. Oh man, turn this up if you fucking with it. Yeah.
Anyways, it's almost actually, I might not need to use the board. I might just use these different pins, different wire. I can have a wire from a female to female wire, female to female wire, and connect them straight to the boards, which wouldn't be too bad. So yeah, I'll probably do that. So the next thing, what else do we need to do? Let me pull up control EXE. And then make sure solder all the Nixies, which I have 2 out of 6 done. Then I need to actually solder the Nixie tube on, or this bad boy onto the Nixie tube. Actually, see, this thing has this little light right here, and I have a little plastic thing to go as a base, but I need to actually drill like a hole in the center so that it can be visible, so the light can shine up through. So it's something I should probably test out. So drill holes in Nixie base, plastic base. To allow the light LED light to pass through, and then solder up Nixie tubes to Nixies. And then control the digit of 1, 2, 2, and Nixie. And then create program to get time. So this will be program. Displays clock. So we want to display the clock, and then we also want to do, what do they call it, like casino effect. Every 10 minutes. And that's because these bad boys, you want them to last long, and so you have to change the different numbers, flicker through the different numbers. And the reason for that is because they can get some kind of like gas poisoning, and so as a preventative, you just cycle through the numbers every so often. Because if you have the second numbers get cycled quickly, but the hours, you're stuck on 1 hour for a long time, and the second hour it's only on for half the day and off half the day for one. So that's why you need to do those cycle effects. So I think this is a good planning here, and what I want to do actually is connect up the Raspberry Pi to the Wi-Fi, and let's see if this works. Some mouse. Oh, this mouse does work. This thing. So you can't see this. I'm connected to. Oh, I am actually connected now. I just need to go and see what this configuration IP is, and then I can remote into it. IP or if IP is 14. Alright, so let's connect to it through PuTTY. Load, I'll just change this to 14. Hopefully it's turned on. Yes. Pi. Hopefully I remember my password. Yay! Remember my password. Last login, August 20th, 2017. Wow, it's a long time ago. Okay, so we need a layout. We need a Raspberry Pi B+ layout. Pin layout. B+. Plus. So, take 2 wires. This will be power and ground. Do the Nixie tubes. Ground, power will be green, ground will be yellow. And we need 3 volts. Which one's number 1? Now that I know that this is connected to power, we can probably just pull the USB or the HDMI so I can have another screen to see myself. Let me put this over here. Okay, so forget which one's the pin 0 or 1. I think the other one has the numbers. Nope. Okay, so ground should do the ground first. So that's power, and this should be ground. 3 over. And then the first one should be 3 volts. Okay. Looks like it's powered up. You see? You can kind of see it's lit up. So the next thing is I'm gonna say done. Just say this one's done. Done 12/16/2018. And I can say we have successfully done this one. Now we're going to try to control the LED, Nixie LED, which is probably going to be more complex. So if we go to not this one right here, get started. Just trying to feel this to make sure it doesn't heat up or anything like this Nixie module. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, 180 volts, not even 120, 180 volts. But I bought the same exact. The same exact guy from eBay a long time ago. Power supply. Here we go. We're not using Arduino, so we're using some bare bones examples. So we need 3 pins, slot, or is this? I don't know what that is. SCK, MISO, and M0, S1, SI. we're not testing the tubes yet, but so we're going to do the bare bones example.
Make the bass drop off.
Though we probably need something like Raspberry Pi. SPI. Tutorial. Connecting to pins, we need there we go, 19, 21, 23. Do we have this pin out again? 19. 19, 21, 23. Perfect. Oops.
We make the bass drop off.
SPI peripheral is not turned on default. Enable it. Run sudo's. Okay, let's do that. Sudo config. Interface options. SPI. Yes. Okay, SPI is enabled. Then finish. That's weird. Reboot. Let's reboot this bad boy. Authentication failed. Sudo reboot. Alright, that's fine. Rebooting that bad boy. This is C++ program. I guess if we did have a C++ program, we can just reuse that. Buffer. Wiring Pi. This makes use of the Wiring Pi library. Let's get another. Close on the other screen. Open up how do you again? Load 14. I think it was 14. Let's connect to the. See what's going on. Or actually, we go to 192. going to that one about what I want. What's on here? Is that right? Is that another one, dude? Refresh.
What you going to with it?
Maybe I need to connect the... Maybe I need to connect the HDMI cable. Oh, it's not connected to the internet. No wireless interface is found. Turn it up. When I turn on the SPI thing now, it's not connecting to anything.
What you going to?
Some of you don't understand point of view, sniper scope. I'ma hit him with a little bit of that Dr. Dre chronic smoke. I can give a damn like Lieutenant Dan, I'm the captain of my ship.
You're gonna need to remove this.
Got it on lock like vice grip. They don't got them on my click. We don't rah-rah, we riot. This holy spirit is Tyson. Ripping off your earlobe, incredible. That ain't right in this fight club in this bitch. Best believe we get them all poppin'.
Rebooting. Hopefully the Wi-Fi gets back up again. again. Oh, it's 5 o'clock. Probably time will be running out soon, so it'll probably be waking up.
Yeah.
Like it's good.
Don't make me strangle this track. Call me Jack the Ripper on this one. Don't give a shit to be known, just as long as I don't get pissed on. 40 acres and a mule, plus my kids the reason I live for. Make more than just ends meet. I don't never like to live piss poor. So I'ma go in like Logan, make shit from scratch.
I know it sounds like broken records, but I'm right on track. So ain't no stopping, raise the volume, keep the party knocking. Fight club in this bitch, best believe we get them all hopping.
There we go. Well, I need to come up with a different way of connecting to SPI or something. I don't know. That one way just killed the SPI I-16. Raspberry Pi, SPI, brakes, Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi, SPI and Wi-Fi. Both of them. Maybe I'll just look for a different example of Raspberry Pi. So it looks like you can do it, but I don't know why. Maybe I do need to, maybe, what if I did it from the actual, not from connection. So, sudo config interface options, SPL. Finish. Get this error that says DTPARAM not found. Wonder if that means anything. Maybe I need to just upgrade my Raspberry Pi. That might fix things. Turn off our interface option. Alright, so now we're updating this Raspberry Pi. Update Raspberry Pi. Error running option 8. Finish. You must run sudo config.
This is CNET, and here are the
Oh, come
stories
on.
that matter right now. Facebook said it found a bug that infected up to
Sudo dpkg configure -a. Just installing and setting up things. configuration file. Why not? Yep, that's Soleil. Waking up. Alright, let's do sudo apt get update. I'm still on the Jesse image, whereas there's Raspbian Pixel image. There's things this is trying to show me this. Really picking the CPU out 100%. That's okay. It seems to be handling it fine. Really thought we'd be able to do this, but maybe not really. That was ambitious. Alright, sudo apt get dist upgrade. That's distribution upgrade. This is a big, I think it's a big one. Downloading lots and lots of stuff. Oh yeah, I think I tried to install Kodi on this and run it. It's just like way too slow. This will probably take a while, so well, we can do some more research on SPI. Seems like you always have to turn it on the config. Enabled, yep. Don't really want to use any libraries if I don't have to.
Turn it on.
wiring pipe. I remember using that on something. Probably my one of my apps connect to my garage door. I'm gonna go and call it for this time. So thank y'all for joining, and until next time.